Camellia at Deerwood was the first assisted living center we learned about in Duval County, where the people here, people's parents and grandparents, got sick from the coronavirus. Where the conflict is now, would the association's request help people like them, or would it take away their rights? The Florida Healthcare Association's letter to the governor wants nursing homes, hospitals, and other healthcare providers to have more legal protections during the pandemic. The letter states they want immunity from any liability, civil or criminal, for any harm or damages alleged to have been sustained, letting healthcare workers focus on healthcare and not worry about getting sued. That's the goal, according to the communications director. Another advocate for nursing home residents sees it differently.
Stunned, taken back by this request.
But criminal misconduct or negligence, the FHCA states that would not be covered in the immunity. Immunity would be applied for an act, omission, or decision that's the result of a resource or staffing shortage.
This would be cataclysmic.
Brian Lee with Families for Better Care believes this would take away nursing home residents' rights.
To be able to deprive victimized residents who've suffered abuse or neglect during this crisis, when things could have been done for prevention, to keep them alive, to take away their right to have access to the court.
There's no word yet on what the governor plans to do. In Jacksonville, Renata DeGregorio, First Coast News, on your side.
It will be very interesting to see how all of this pans out, because no doubt we will see more requests like this one across various industries in the midst of this pandemic.